and welcome to Final Third TV. This is a special episode of React because
we're going to France!
It's Rob Palmer, Rob Canavan. Yeah, obviously, what a night. Yeah, what an evening of football. We deserved to go through.
We did, we were actually the better side. The better side over 2 games.
It's incredible.
It's nuts. It doesn't happen ever.
Yeah.
But McLean is... That's the only thing. The negative thing.
Yeah,
the Irish performance.
You can't have it all.
You can't have it all.
But apparently you can't have McLean.
I don't understand him.
No.
And the 2 games he came on for what was it? Literally 2 or 3 minutes after he came on, he gets booked.
Yeah.
For just
the thing is, you could see the logic in the subs. 2 subs that would do running. All right, Shane Long wasn't fully at the races fitness-wise, but you could see what the logic behind the changes, you know. And then you're like, oh Christ, because it was so disciplined in Zenica, and it was so disciplined up to that point. And it was kind of like, great, but it was a really good display, and you can actually see the progress in the Irish team. And it's a bit simplistic to start with the German game because it's obviously before that, but that was the really big one. They've just kind of got better. Warsaw side, got better since, and
playing way better football.
Yeah,
as well. Like I mean, they're still not playing beautiful football. Let's not get carried away.
God no.
But they're playing a lot better football than they were when Martin O'Neill actually came in.
Yeah,
they're actually playing stuff on the deck, which is weird.
This is the thing, and like there were genuine tactics that kind of adapted to the game situation. I know for a lot of fans of other countries, they're looking and go, but yeah, well, that's modern football.
Not in Ireland.
But, no, but like we're used to the Trapattoni system, which has its merits and it has its demerits, but wouldn't adapt to a situation. It just you are a right winger, you play it right. Yeah. But last night you could actually see Walters and Murphy were switching wings, allowing Houlihan to come in through the centre, despite the fact that on a team sheet he was playing as a winger. There was switching, I guess, like genuine positional switching.
There was frontal fluidity.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. That's really good. That's why he's here.
Yeah, that's why I'm here on the words.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, like a fully deserved result. A clean sheet as well.
Yeah, Randolph has been incredible
oh,
since
Randolph,
he came in. God. Absolutely brilliant.
That's the best thing. Normally when Ireland do well, even if it's not for qualifying, even for a result like a draw against a big team or a win, you can pick out 1 or 2 players and be like, these guys are better than everybody else. But after last night, you're just kind of looking at it and going, the whole team played well. Apart from McLean, who came on as a sub. He obviously wanted to make an impact, but he's an idiot.
Yeah, big idiot.
The whole team played well. Nobody was... Glenn Whelan.
Glenn Whelan was great.
Glenn Whelan was great.
Like, we absolutely ripped him to shreds.
I mean... He looked, played and performed like the most experienced player on the pitch.
Yeah.
Which he should always have been. But like I said, you strap an armband on a man and strange things happen.
Yeah.
Make him captain and he just completely changed his game.
He actually ran the game. Yeah. Which is like...
Any fouls he made would have fit neatly into the bracket of what you expect a central defensive midfielder to do.
Yeah.
Tripping them up in their half. That's fine.
Like positionally he was great.
Yep.
He rarely gave the ball away, if at all, last night.
Compared to Zenica where he
did. Yeah, compared to Zenica when
Like even you had Miguel Delaney and
let's not say compared to Zenica. Let's just say compared to the majority of
Forever.
That's why you're here. Yeah. But
yes,
yeah, it's like he was absolutely fantastic, and we abuse him a lot. Mostly, in our opinion, obviously, will be rightly so.
Yeah.
But last night, credit where credit's due, he was absolutely fantastic,
and
he was one of the main reasons that we were so solid in defence.
Yeah, like he was anonymous in a good way, if you know what I mean. He did everything quietly. He allowed the other 2 midfielders in Hendricks and McCarthy to do their job. It was great. As for Bosnia, they were somewhat disappointing.
They were dreadful. Like we were talking about this in the train on the way over.
Yeah.
Like they're top 20 in the world.
Yep.
They've got 2 players playing in Champions League team.
They had 5 overall.
They had 5.
Yeah, two obviously notables.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Like the others they're in the Champions League, but still, like, we don't.
Like when we were saying we didn't know anything about Bosnia before these two games, and we were expecting them because they were higher seeded than us, they were higher ranked than us, and they were in the last World Cup. We're expecting to go into this game and get absolutely destroyed, but we destroyed them.
Yeah,
purely on merit. Like it was
like I thought when in the first leg.
Mad.
The first leg we were told, like I don't know all the Bosnian players, and I still don't after 2 games. Like, you know, the names are really similar from working with different cultures and stuff like that. But like they probably think all our players are something, you know.
Yeah.
But all the Irish journalists were saying, the manager has pulled out a creative midfielder and put in a holding midfielder to stop the knockdowns, which makes sense. He's reacting to Ireland's thing. You're thinking, right, he's going to be negative at home because you don't want to give away the away goal, and he'll be positive in Dublin because there's no nerves. They've got their hardcore supporters, and they're in our ground. They can do what they want. That never happened. They just played the same nervy game. They had spells. After the penalty, they came into the game.
Started the second half, they dominated the ball.
After Brady's goal in Zenica, they came into the game. But other than that, there was no real fear. Them hitting long balls against us was laughable.
Yeah,
that's the last thing you should do against Ireland.
But Dzeko is, like we were saying on the way over, Dzeko is, considering someone of his height and of his ability, he's one of the worst hold of target men
And he's not a good lone striker either.
No, he's not.
And
He needs
he played
support badly.
so isolated.
Because he's not somebody who can come back and like drop in and create something either.
Yeah.
He's not that kind of player. Like he's very much on the shoulder or a poacher or something.
Yeah, and you want to add some realism from an Ireland perspective.
I mean, of course,
for this, because it's jubilation, obviously, but there are drawbacks. There.
It's like throughout this whole campaign, I've been sort of saying that Ireland qualifying isn't a good thing for Irish football, which I still think is a reasonable thing to say, because the cracks are still there. They're just being papered over, and it's going to be now another probably 4 or 8 years before they'll reappear, because everybody like, we went to fucking Euro 2016.
We don't need to change a thing.
We don't need to change a thing. Everyone's fine. Yeah. But the thing is, we're still producing the most of these players by accident. Like you're looking after the game, like Kieran Clark, Richard Keogh, both English, not Irish. I know that sounds really sort of
no, it's true.
Borderline.
It's true. Walters even
Walters
the man of the hour, if you like, man of the campaign, as some people are saying, is English.
Yeah, and I don't personally like that. I think if you're Irish, you should play for Ireland, and if you're English, you should play for England. Obviously, that's a bit sort of, given the climate at the moment, it's a bit like sort of xenophobic in a way. But
close
like, I still
all
think
borders.
Don't actually do that.
No.
It's a very bad idea. But we won't get into that because it's not our kind of show. But you know, I still think we should be producing our own players, not looking for clubs abroad to produce English players who aren't good enough to play for England, so we can have them.
Yeah, in that regard, that's one of the good things that O'Neill has done. In that a lot of the players he's brought through, like they're his players. They never played for Trap. They were never in the frame. Are Irish. Yeah, like Brady, Hendrick, Murphy. You know, I know Murphy had played for Ireland previously, but obviously he's played more under O'Neill, in my opinion, or in my memory, than he did previously. So there is more of an Irish element to the team than there was previously. Now, granted, I thought Kieran Clark was Irish. I actually did.
So
I had to check that this morning. He's not.
The only reason I knew that was because you told me. Like,
one interesting fact, it's not a fact, well, it is a fact, about the two centre halves last night is they're both from Harrow in England. So they're both English, play for Ireland. They're both from. I don't know where Harrow is, but it's obviously a hotbed of Irish people. That procreate.
Well, you know that Catholic, you know, contraception, you know.
Don't block it. Create more kids.
Which is ironically the exact opposite of how they played last night. They blocked everything.
True. Yeah. I just thought it was great. I really did. There were blocks when it needed to be. It was one of those games where everything kind of went as it had to. I mean, even Ibisevic's shot, which wouldn't have mattered in the grand scheme of things, absolutely like smashed the crossbar.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10 he scores that. You know what I mean? It's just one of those games.
It's written in the stars, Rob. It's written in the stars.
But I don't even think it was, because I think we made our own look. Like the penalty wasn't a penalty. You know, granted.
No, it wasn't a penalty. Me and you had an argument about this last night.
But this is what my argument would be, that you get yourself in your positions like that, the referee balls it up, because football refuses to use proper replay rules. Yeah. I mean, even the argument that people were using, we're going on now, but we'll do it. The argument people were using were saying, "Oh, the referee seen the mistake he made at half time, so we balanced it out by not sending off Spahic, who should have been sent off before half time." Right? Okay. Yeah. Why is the referee allowed to rewatch things at half time, which will influence his judgment on the game, but isn't allowed to immediately just go, it hit his arm by his body and there's nothing he could do about it. I won't give a penalty then. Take away that yellow card. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Takes literally 20 seconds at the most. 20, 30 seconds.
Why does the ref need to see at half time what mistakes he's made? Yeah. That's clearly going to affect him. He is human.
Yeah. Then he's going to be, I have to make up something.
Exactly.
Even if he's the most professional man alive, you're still going to subconsciously be like, well, you know, I might have to make up for this, or else I'm going to get derided in the media or something. So
you allow Spahic to just behave like some kind of crazed hitman.
We thought Suarez was bad.
Was not send-offable.
No.
It was just... Like, I know it was a bad penalty to give, but it wasn't that bad. You didn't have to do that much making up, but I thought the ref was good overall, to be fair.
Yeah, other than them.
Once a refereeing team are okay with physicality, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So the team in Zenica were the same. No, I'm not talking about over-the-top tackles or anything, because Ireland actually don't do that. But I'm talking about they allow you to shoulder the opposition players, because sometimes that's just not allowed. You know, that type of thing. Like, in the air, they allow a little bit of, barging and stuff like that. That's fine. So once that's allowed, we're okay. If that's not allowed, like in Warsaw, it becomes a different game, because you've got Lewandowski just jumping everywhere and the referee going for every time he jumps. And it's like, But anyway, that's enough. We've probably bladdered enough. Covered everything, yeah?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, there you go. We're going to France, which is unexpected and great, but fully deserved all in the same time, if you know what I mean. There you go. French. Subscribe to Final Third TV on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at @the final_third, and thanks for watching.